Senate Democrats unveiled their long-awaited marijuana legalization bill.
And now to the growing acceptance of legalized marijuana across the country. Nearly half of Americans now have access to legally purchased marijuana in their home states.
So yes, dude, smoke them if you got them.
Calling for it to be legalized nationwide by next year. Some states and communities are hoping that pot, once considered a gateway drug, could now become a gateway for economic and racial justice. Here's ABC's Alex Perche.
This is Linda Green's bread and butter, Anacostia Organics. It's an idea born over dinner.
With some close girlfriends one night, someone mentioned that D.C. had legalized cannabis. And we all looked at each other because we're all in the same age group and products of the 60s and said, we should go in that business.
Well, Linda, a longtime community organizer in the nation's capital, saw an opportunity
bougie to me.
open a marijuana dispensary in one of the city's chronically poverty-stricken areas.
This is not a stoner industry. It's been misconceived. It's not a stoner industry. It's an industry of healing.
Linda is one of more than 320,000 Americans who work in the cannabis industry. Recreational use of pot.
Don't disparage us stoners.
In D.C., sales in 2020 reached more than $17.5 billion. An incredible boom for an industry.
Nothing wrong with us.
And all of this despite the
But
federal
yes, it's also healing.
The U.S. House recently passed one of a handful of bills currently working its way through Congress that would strengthen the industry. The SAFE Act would make it easier for cannabis companies to do business in states where sales are legal.
It's time for change. I believe the time has come to end the federal prohibition on marijuana in this country.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck
Hey,
Schumer,
sassy.
speaking on 420, said the time
you
is
cook
right
or
for
something?
action on legalization.
Not only to end the federal prohibition on marijuana, but
Make
to
some
ensure
ketchup?
restorative justice, protect public health, and implement responsible taxes and regulations.
But is the Biden White House ready for it?
At the federal level, he supports decriminalizing marijuana use and automatically expunging any prior criminal records. He also supports legalizing medicinal marijuana. So that
You support decriminalizing. Well, he has the power to do it. That's not far enough, but he has the fucking power to do it. Senate Democrats on Thursday. Oh yeah, fucking ABC makes the fucking video go with you. I fucking don't like ABC. I shouldn't have used ABC. Allow me to go find something that's not fucking ABC, because that wasn't a video on what in the fuck is going on over here. Go to Politico. They're always good. I don't know. I got some kind of weird search engine thing fucking up every time I go to search something. Schumer's legal weed bill is finally here. The long-awaited cannabis legislation was introduced on Thursday, but faces an uphill battle to passage. Senate leaders are introducing sweeping legislation Thursday meant to lift federal prohibitions on marijuana more than 50 years after Congress made the drug illegal. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act would decriminalize weed on the federal level and allow states to set their own marijuana laws without fear of punishment from Washington. Somehow I feel like even though that's the exact rationale they used to shoot down Roe v. Wade, I feel like somehow Republicans will challenge marijuana laws and the Supreme Court will find some stupid ass backwards justification to side with the Republican prudes. Legislation includes both Democratic and Republican priorities. It expunges federal cannabis-related records and creates funding for law enforcement departments to fight illegal cannabis cultivation. It also establishes grant programs for small business owners entering the industry who are from communities disproportionately hurt by past drug laws, requires the Department of Transportation to research and develop a nationwide standard for marijuana-impaired driving, and restricts the marketing of cannabis to minors. Schumer has been the highest-ranking champion of marijuana legislation in Washington, labeling it a top priority over the last 2 years. It was one of the issues he said Democrats would tackle if they took back the Senate in 2020. Remember, the House passed a bill to codify same-sex marriage. It faces a very uphill battle in the Senate. However, Senator Marco Rubio says he wouldn't vote to codify same-sex marriage into law. But he knows plenty of gay people in Florida that are pissed off about gas prices. Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida told Insider on Wednesday that he would not vote to codify same-sex marriage at the federal level, calling it a non-issue. I don't know why we're doing that bill. There is no threat to its status in America, he told. But ask Ted Cruz about that. Told Punch Bowl News reporter Christian Hall when asked about the Respect for Marriage Act, but I know plenty of gay people in Florida that are pissed off about gas prices. The bipartisan bill, which passed the House on Tuesday, with 47 Republicans joining every Democrat in favor, would write protections for both same-sex and interracial marriage into law. 6 Republicans from Florida voted for the bill, including Representatives Kat Cammack, Mario Diaz-Balart, Carlos Jimenez, Brian Mast, Maria Elvira Salazar, and Mike Waltz. Asked whether he supported same-sex marriage generally, Rubio punted again. States decide marriage laws, they always have. It's why you can get married in Las Vegas by an Elvis impersonator in 2 hours. Are you telling me that if an Elvis impersonator doesn't have the proper credentials, or they're like, I'm an ordained minister, I'd have to go and look and pay the $10 for the certificate, but like, I'm an ordained minister, I can marry people? So like, are you telling me if an Elvis in Kentucky or Florida since it's Marco, are you telling me an Elvis that's ordained in Florida can't marry people? Well, I thought this was America, motherfucker. You gotta go to Las Vegas for that? Rubio is up for re-election this year and is expected to face Democrat Val Demings in the state's U.S. Senate race. Asked for clarification on Rubio's comments, his communications director, Dan Holler, pointed out that the Florida Republican has been consistent in his position on the issue. I don't think that the current Constitution gives the federal government the power to regulate marriage, Rubio said on Meet the Press in December of 2015. Well, little Marco, since you bring up, gay people, would I dress as Elvis and marry people? I'm not that big of an Elvis fan. Like, I can't do an Elvis impression. But if someone asked me to, and really wanted me specifically dressed as like, if a friend of mine, Sassy, if you hit things off with the date you had tonight, and let's say it's a long courtship, 2 years down the road, you guys decide you want to get married, and you say, Justin Freakin, I want you dressed as Elvis to marry me and Johnny, I'd be like, I can't say no to you. If that is what your heart desires, if that would make you fucking happy, there's absolutely no way I could say no to it. I would do it. However, I would be like, I'm not able to do. Let me be your teddy bear. See, that's a fucking horrible. I think I even said titty bear. I didn't say teddy bear. I said titty bear. But like, I'm a horrible impression. I'm going to warn you, I can't do the character properly. But if it would make you happy, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't know who Bo Bice is, but sure. Like, once again, the same thing. Media Winch. If that would make you happy, if that is on the table, that is something that would, like, that is from the bottom of my heart what I want for my wedding is Justin Freakin dressed as Elvis, doing a bad Elvis. And, like, you can be like, hey, learn as many songs as you can and do them badly. And I'll be like, if that's what you want. Everybody's rocking to the jailhouse rock. Let's rock. Honka honka burning love. And I'll be there, and I'll be so fucking jealous. Oh, nice is an American Idol. Yeah, I didn't watch the American Idol. I owned Kelly Clarkson's first CD because I really liked that. There was multiple songs I liked. I really liked that "Just Missed the Train" song. I'm weird. I've got a weird musical taste. I'm all over the fucking place. Oh.